30-second. Nice job, Bird. Be there, Bird. Up, up. Come on, Sydney. Come on, Hop. Look good, Pete Reynolds. Go, Pete Reynolds.
Yeah, very much like how I hoped. You know, the only thing different is I thought that there might be a group of 3 of us coming into the finish, but it was just a group of 2. And, you know, with about, I think it was about 10, 12K to go, I made a move. Or not really, a little bit of a move, and Tad went with me. And then we traded off the lead, and our lead just grew to a minute. And I knew that I had a better kick than Tad, so I made him do the work on the last couple laps because I had no interest in trying to break early. And it came down to the last couple 100 meters, and I was able to get the win. So that was a really good way to end a pretty frustrating season.
How was the pace like for the first, you know, before you made that break?
I thought it was very pedestrian. We were just kind of cruising, and you know, with about 12K to go, I decided that I didn't want to risk getting in trouble on any of the downhills anymore. So I started skiing, and Tad started skiing with me, and all of a sudden we were by ourselves. The downhill was very sketchy and got sketchier and sketchier as the race went on, and that's part of the reason I wanted to finally get out of the group. And you know, it wasn't worth. The saved energy for being in the draft was no longer worth the risk of going down there and missing a move before the race. I definitely don't want to go into the Super Tour finals with a sinus infection again. This was the first race where I really felt good. Like I had my body back, I was recovering, and I actually had some fun skiing. I didn't have any fun in the Super Tour finals, but this was a good way to finish. I don't have much downtime. One of the constants in this season was when I got to the finish in mass start races, I was unable to close it out. And I've been talking to the ski team physiologist, Jim Straight-Gunderson, and he has some theories on how we could do a better blood sugar management going into the end of the long races. So I'm actually flying to Park City. I'm going to go to the COE and start maxing out on the treadmill on the 5th of April. So I got about 3 days off, and then I'm right to work again.
All right. Congratulations on the end of the season.
Thanks.
it played out the way I hoped it would. I think with 11 laps to go, Chris was on the front, and I moved into second because I knew Chris would be skiing strong at that point. And then I knew I was skiing the flatter V2 sections really well, and I pulled through, and Chris goes, "Dude, we have a huge opening, let's go." And then I pulled for the next 5 laps, just really trying to give it, and Chris came through after that, so it was awesome. It was really fun to ski with him, so it's good. Huge thanks, my twin brother Evan is out here, and he was my wax tech. He texted all my skis yesterday, tested them this morning with me, so Chris Sylvan and I think, had the fastest skis in the field. We were able to stand up on the downhill, so I owe him a huge thanks, and Zach ground my skis for this race. And, I mean, it's perfect. When you have support like that, it's stressful to do well, but it's really nice when it happens. Really excited with how the season went. I've been really happy. Made some huge progress with skating well, and you know, I'm really happy to end the season with a silver at national champs, especially behind someone as good as Chris Freeman.
I guess I went up to the front at the third to last and started pushing it, and I guess just Sylvan and I started skied off from there and worked together to the finish.
Have you had a finish like that with him before?
I have not recently, maybe, but I don't know. I mean, we're buddies, so it's fun it's a fun way to end it for sure. Those first few laps were a little terrifying. There were just sort of a lot of people out there. It was tight and people were yo-yoing back and forth, but after that it settled out a little bit. Turned into a pretty nice day. So it's always sweet racing here. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of people out there cheering for you, and it's nice to do well at home for sure. So it's a good way to end the season.
Like 3 laps to go, I think we were trying to push the pace a little bit to try and split it up. I was, at least. I knew that was the only kind of shot I had, and actually Tim and Russell got away for a little bit, and I took my last feed and tried to jump right on them, and we just kept pushing the pace, and finally, with 2 laps to go, maybe 1.5, I saw it was me and Tim had put a little gap on Russell Courier, and with 1 lap to go, we were just cruising through here. Tim was just sitting right on my tail. We climbed the last hill kind of together. I was ahead of him coming into that flat before that final uphill into the finish, and coming around that flat, Tim just jumped right in front of me. There was a lot of traffic going up that last hill, and Tim was just a little bit ahead of me, popped into that.
Timmy, come here!
And then we duked it out to the finish. This guy turned his head right at the finish to see where I was, and I slid my foot.
No,
but I don't know.
You didn't beat me.
I don't know. We don't know who won yet.
Your face.
Blood.
Gatorade?
Gatorade. You pulled hit my face like 25 times. Sorry. Yeah. You know, I couldn't be happier, honestly. I mean, I had a great season for me. You know, actually, the ultimate goal for me this year was to win the overall Super Tour, which I ended up doing, but you know, and try and start getting those World Cup starts starting next fall. And, you know, having the opportunity to ski World Cups the 3rd and 4th period this year was huge for me, and I hope that'll, you know, carry over into the summer training, you know, confidence and kind of just that want to ski really well next year. And it'll be fun to see what happens next fall. You know, I'll be back over in Europe, seeing what goes on this World Cup scene again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's your ankle?
It's good. It's fine. Today I couldn't actually believe it. I finished and it was my left foot that was cramping.
Oh, okay.
The right one's obviously sore, but you know, I've been helped out a lot this week by some very nice people. So it's healing up pretty well.
Cool. Well,
yeah.
Congratulations on being done.
Thanks, Audrey.